Welcome to RealTalk,
Hi.
where we share the real, unfiltered side of real estate. I'm Brenda Lopez.
Hi, and I'm Fran Chevalier, and today we're going to talk about something every agent can relate to, and that's the things we wish we had known before becoming realtors.
Right? If someone would have told us all of this in real estate school, our life would have been so much easier.
Yes.
So before we dive in, I want to tell you a quick story. So when I first started, I wasn't licensed yet. I looked on Indeed and I was like, I'm going to apply for a real estate job. So I went in to this interview with all my qualifications that I thought I had. And I do this interview and then they were like, okay, as soon as you get your license, just let us know and you can get started. And I was like, I got the job. I got the job. And of course, that's not the way it works in real estate. You have to interview the broker.
Yeah.
So it works a little bit differently. Do you have any funny stories from when you first started?
When I started, I was actually a receptionist in a real estate office in Brooklyn, New York. That's where I'm from originally. And I'm talking the 90s. Okay, so I've been in the business a long time. And everybody kept telling me, oh, Fran, get your license. You'll be really good in real estate. I didn't even have a car at that time.
Oh, my gosh.
So I had to get licensed to get a car, my driver's license. Then I got licensed to be a realtor, and I started. And the training that I had, here's the desk, here's the phone, make some phone calls.
Oh, wow.
That was it.
That's it.
At that time.
Threw you in there.
Huh?
They threw you in there.
Yeah, I just got in there because, I was kind of subject to a lot of, listening to everybody because I was a receptionist. But still, I had no clue as to training or sales or anything like that. So now, of course, it's so much better.
Whole different story. I'm happy that I started now. So the first thing we want to talk about is how emotional real estate is. It was more emotional than I ever expected. I thought all we were going to do is just show homes.
Yeah. And you thought it was easy.
Yeah, I thought it was easy. I'm like, oh, we're just going to show homes. But it's just so emotional because people are closing chapters.
Yes.
They're not just selling a home. They're selling their family home.
Yes,
It's very, very emotional situation. And another thing that I feel like I didn't know is also that you have to manage relationships.
That's the biggest thing. Relationships. You're much more than a salesperson. You're a counselor, marriage counselor, psychotherapist, psychiatrist. You're everything.
Exactly.
You really are.
Relationships are everything in this business, and it's a people business.
It's a people business.
That's what
for
people
sure.
don't understand. You're not selling a house. You're dealing with emotions. These people, sometimes they don't want to sell.
Right.
But there's been like a
And
tragedy in their life, now
Yeah.
they have to sell. They don't want to leave the family home or whatnot. And the follow-up with this business is crazy too. Income is not consistent.
No, not at all. So you have to be prepared for that.
Yes.
You don't get a salary. You only get paid when the transaction closes escrow. Period.
So that means you could go through a whole transaction, and if at the end that doesn't close escrow,
Exactly.
that's it. You didn't get a penny.
You don't get a penny.
You didn't show. You showed 1,000 houses, whatever. And sometimes it could be something happened. Like the seller couldn't sell. There was an issue with title. Could have been no one's fault.
Exactly. It happens.
It happens, and it happens more than you think.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, and it's okay because we want to help people.
Of course.
And sometimes they're devastated, and we're devastated with them.
Exactly.
Because it didn't go through. They really wanted this house.
It's emotional.
It's emotional.
That's why you have to have the right mindset. If you go into something knowing kind of more or less what to expect, it's easier. But if you go in blind and no one really tells you the real deal, you're going to be surprised. And a lot of people get out of business because of that. They don't know what to expect. They think it's easy. It's not easy. So tremendous amount of paperwork, as you know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's not selling sunset. People think you're going to put a pair of Louboutins, pair of Manolos, and you're going to walk out there in this desert and show houses.
No, it doesn't happen.
It's not like that. Not at all. Sometimes we're doing yard work. Remember when we did yard work?
Oh, yeah. We've done that too. Yeah.
It's so involved. And then you have to become a resource for everything.
Yes.
Like they
You
call
have
you
to
for
have a
everything.
team. Gardeners, window washers, plumbers, painters, because people are looking to us for everything.
Yeah, who do we call?
Yeah.
Who do we call?
Exactly.
Yeah, even for attorneys. Like, you know, who do I call for the probate attorney? Who do I call for this? Yeah, and when you first start, you don't have those resources. You don't have that
No, you don't.
list, which is why it's important to be with a broker that
Yes.
provides you those resources, that provides you the colleagues that will help you
Yeah.
out. I mean, you need to have a photographer. Like, there.
So many things.
Yeah, the seller is going to hire you to do all of that.
Yes.
That is your job.
That's what they expect from you and no less. So you really have to, because you know what? You get your license and that's it. Then you don't know what else to do unless you come into a company like Coldwell Banker that trains you, teaches you, helps you. Very, very important when you're starting out in this business.
And before we wrap up, we wanted to feature a property that we have listed, which is 12982 Top Sham Road here in the beautiful city of Apple Valley. This is a beautiful home, over 3,800 square feet.
Yes.
And it's in a gated community in a beautiful location.
Yes.
Okay, with all the new stores around.
We just had a price adjustment, so it's definitely affordable. So please let us know. Maybe you know someone that works at St. Mary's Hospital, or a dentist, a lawyer, whatever, because it's not less expensive. It's a little pricey, but it's worth every penny.
Yeah. It is a beautiful luxury listing, so we would love, you know, anyone to go look at it. And this wraps up today's episode of 5 things we didn't know about real estate before becoming real estate agents. And we hope this gives you a little bit behind the scenes on what to expect when you are thinking about becoming a real estate agent.
Yes.
And we hope you have enjoyed this episode, and follow us, subscribe down below, comment. Any questions you guys have, we will feature them on our next episode.
Definitely.
See you next time.
Take care.